Well, our next guest is one of South Africa's most recognizable faces with a career spanning over 15 years in media and business. Now, after winning Miss South Africa in 2000 and various awards for her presenting and innate sense of style, she's also graced the covers of all of South Africa's top magazines and has a discerning social media following of nearly 300,000. Yes, that's the only way to respond to that. And now she's added motherhood to her resume, and we are so excited to welcome the incredible and the beautiful Joanne Strauss to our studio this morning. Can we make some noise? Come on.
I mean, what an introduction.
Oh, my word.
Oh, my shots.
Zoe and I were like, we just need to be normal. Just be normal. Don't have too much of a fangirl moment.
No, come on. Every time I come in here, the energy is just so infectious. It's so lovely to be here, and thank you for having me.
Well, you know that you're loved here on Expresso.
You know what? This is so much more fun than going through the morning drill with the kids now. So I love my kids, but I'm very happy to be here.
I hear you. Well, let's talk about why you are here this morning. Now, you are a powerhouse. You're a mom. You're a businesswoman. You're basically everything in the industry. How do you get to balance everything, motherhood, your career, and make it look so effortless? Because you really do.
You know, firstly, I come in here in the morning, your incredible makeup artists put me together. It does help. It does help because I did not look like this about an hour ago when I was trying to get ready without waking up the whole house. But, you know, it's a constant work in progress, and I absolutely love what I do. I also never take for granted the fact that I am a mom. It is one of the most incredible blessings you could ever have, and it's not something that just happens, you know. So I'm very, very blessed. And yeah, I've got an amazing husband. And I think it was Sheryl Sandberg who wrote in her book that the biggest career decision as a woman that you'll make is who you marry.
Hear, hear.
I married the right man.
You married the right man,
yeah,
indeed.
having a supportive husband and a present father, that's just bliss.
Absolutely. Well, I think a lot of us look at your Instagram and we're like, you really do live a magical life, a life of adventure and traveling, but you also travel with your family and your children a lot. How do you do that and just like cope with everything?
You know, I think for me the big thing is that, yes, we had children, but we didn't want the children to become our lives. They are a huge, huge, amazing part of our lives. But it didn't mean having children now all of a sudden meant that we had to stop doing what we do. So we go traveling with our kids regularly. I mean, my daughter, I took her to Fashion Week when she was 4 months old. You know, she sat front row. I breastfed in the front row. I am quite a big advocate when it comes to that, but to breastfeeding. But I mean, yeah, we try to live a full life, and we want them to also know that life is not just, you know, all in a contained area. There's some times that we're having crazy experiences with the kids and we're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have kids here. But at the end of the day, they're part of our lives and we love it.
Talking about your children, you do show them on social media, but you never show their faces. Is there a reason for that?
For me, the thing is social media can at times be very antisocial. Ironically, I find that you do get trolls and you do get people who want to comment negatively about you. And I've had some interesting events on Twitter, so I try to keep them out of social media. But yes, the fact that I have kids is not a secret.
Exactly.
So yeah, one day when they're old enough to decide whether or not they want to be in social media, then great.
I also feel that as a, you know, the child of a very of a celebrity, they do stand out more. So I'm happy that you're kind of protecting them while they're so young.
I try to protect them as much as I can. And for me, it's also one of those things. I always say to people, I'm very happy when I'm on my own. Let's have pictures and so on. But sometimes I'll be with my kids and people are like, oh, just put them down and we'll take a picture. I'm like, no,
not going to happen. Not going to happen. Well, we're going to be catching up with Joanne a little bit later on. You are not going anywhere. We're going to try and get you to maybe cook for us.
I'm so happy to be here. We're going to chat about exciting things.
Absolutely exciting things indeed, so stay tuned.